And we are live. Hello. It is okay, it's not noon. It's not noon.
No,
No, it's not noon.
no.
This is the check-in show, and I'm here. We also heard Mike Kamash. Uh, no one else is yet. Don will not be joining us today,
No.
unfortunately. So it is just Mike and myself, two talking heads, until Claudio shows up. Claudio says he's going to be here.
Okay. Fair enough.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm good, you.
I'm all right. I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just had a very kind of weird experience.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And what would
it
that be?
was, yeah. I can't really talk about it. It's just,
Okay.
uh, but it was strange.
Okay.
So,
And you
what
can't
was,
s- and you can't talk about it. So, okay.
yeah.
It's one of
Uh,
those.
it
Gonna
was
remain
it.
a mystery.
Well, okay. I last night I got an email saying I had an audition, uh, an online audition with a link and everything and a time
Mm-hmm.
set, and I went for the time.
Right.
And when they set the opened up when they added me in, they said, "We're not expecting you." Then how did I get an email with a set
Okay.
time?
So you crashed an audition.
Apparently so. Uh,
Who
so
knows?
there's
Who knows?
cross
This may
wires.
be this may be the path to success that you serendipity, I believe in serendipity.
Serendipity. They had no expectations with me coming in, and so maybe that would be a good thing.
Yeah.
I
Stranger
could,
things have happened.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Am I coming through okay? My mic and everything is good?
I hear you fine. I hear you
Okay,
fine.
terrific.
This has been a week. We had I had a good show with the Love Doctor live stream.
Yeah.
Big props to the people that helped me put that out. We had Goddess Starla Vamp and Wendy Bonbons on the show.
She's a
Uh,
recurring guest, right? Bonbons. I've
yeah,
seen her a couple of times. Yeah.
both of them have been there before.
Yeah.
Wendy is somebody who is, yeah, I really like. They have their own show. They're based out of Newfoundland.
Hmm.
So they do every Sunday at like 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 7 p.m. Newfoundland time. They do the Cosmic Bonbon Show, which is a variety
Oh,
show.
okay.
So it's a lot of fun. So
I'm sure.
yeah,
Anything out of Newfoundland usually is, yeah, pretty
yeah.
entertaining.
Well, it's the wonderful thing is I've seen them have performers from all around the world.
Oh, great.
So it's a short show. It's like only an hour, and it's on Instagram.
Terrific.
Hmm.
Great.
Oh my, sorry, I'm just having some tea to warm up
Don't be
because
sorry. Don't be sorry. You do what you need to do under the circumstances, Paul.
Hello.
there we
Hey,
go.
there he
Claudio's
Hello,
here.
is.
everyone.
There's the
Hello. Sorry about
man.
that. Yeah. Sorry about that.
There's the man.
Yeah, there's the man, the he him that is Claudio Capri.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what did I miss for 3 minutes?
Uh,
We
did you
talked
miss three
about you a
minutes?
lot.
Oh, all right. Perfect.
Oh yeah,
Exactly what I wanted.
it's looking like five. It's looking like five. So
Ah,
there.
Yeah,
exactly.
there we go.
Exactly. No, sorry, I'm late. Yeah, no. So how's everyone?
I'm good. You?
Good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
It's crazy out there, but we're all handling it the best way we can.
You've been out there?
Yeah. It's
Braver man than me.
honestly. So when I had to go and get my medication at the pharmacy, I felt
Right.
like I was in that movie with Bruce Willis, 12 Monkeys. So like when he goes out in the suit in the first time and he's
Yes.
just trying to go.
The
That's what I
hazmat.
felt.
Yeah.
Exactly. I
Mhm.
mean, I don't have a hazmat, but that's what I felt like when I went out there. I'm like, oh my god, this is. It's true.
Yeah.
There's a world outside our world.
I would love a heated hazmat suit right now. Just
God, yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah,
a spacesuit. I would love to have a NASA spacesuit. That's people would look at me like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Nope, not taking chances.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Not taking chance. And then, yeah, exactly. And
I have my own little biosphere inside this suit. Fuck you.
yeah, Iron Man and an Iron Man suit at this point.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man.
yeah, but that Iron Man suit's not so great because he keeps on flipping up the mask. Just
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. No,
Yeah.
well, no, no. You want to have like that suit from Bloodsport from the Suicide Squad. You just have a suit, and after that, your little mask turns into a helmet.
Yeah.
And
And there's one slight flaw in that Iron Man suit that nobody's pointed out. I observed it the first time I saw the damn thing, and nobody else has pointed that out.
Which
It
one?
seems is that his power source is right in the middle of his fucking chest. It's like right there to be plucked out. Like, come on,
Yeah,
hide
but,
that sucker.
that has happened.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
Yes,
has
it's
yeah.
happened. So like, fuck, learn from your mistakes, Tony.
Yeah, Iron Man.
Well,
yeah.
you know, it makes a big target for people to go for.
Yes,
But
of
that
course.
actually reminds me
Absolutely.
of the old Batman joke.
Yes.
Which one is it?
Which one?
Batman, you dress in dark colors and you are associated with the night.
Yeah.
Yes, I find it easier to hide in the shadows. But you've got this big yellow bat symbol on your chest.
It's true. It's true.
Well, that is has more armor than any other part of my uniform, and that would be what people aim for to keep me safe. So the bright colors is meant to be a target. Yes.
No, yeah.
Then why do you hang out with a young boy dressed in bright green, red, and yellow?
He's the secondary target.
Well, if I can avoid being shot at altogether.
Yep. He's my decoy.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
Or yeah,
Yeah,
then you have,
he's the one I throw under the bus all the time.
Exactly. And then he survives and he becomes someone. And he becomes Jason Thought. He becomes someone that's my enemy after. You know.
Yeah.
Oh dear God. But yeah, no. So Paul Gilmore. Oh,
What?
nice. This is a guy named Paul Gilmore. He has his Vundut, whatever. So has anyone seen any movies this week, or to keep yourselves, motivated?
No,
Distracted?
I've been waiting for my booster to kick in. So
Yeah,
actually,
okay.
tomorrow is the 7th day, and they
Okay.
say 7 to 14 days for like maximum protection type stuff. So tomorrow is my first sort of like milestone. I'm gonna
Okay.
probably maybe not just go right out and tempt the fates right off the bat, but
Does
yeah.
your arm hurt? Did your arm hurt after?
actually my arm did hurt this time. It hurt for 2 or 3 days.
Okay, no,
The first 2 shots I got, my arm was sore for maybe a day and a half.
Okay.
But this one here, it was 3 days, and I didn't really feel great until like Monday.
Okay, no, I just took the shot, and then
Mm-hmm.
3 hours later, the pain on my arm went on and off. But the next day, I felt like I hope I see a sharp object as I want to cut my arm off. That's the way I felt.
Do you think it's because of the fact that the healthcare workers are being stressed to be faster at it because the lineups are so long?
I
that
don't
they're,
know.
They're pushing a little faster, or
I've had. Sorry.
No, go ahead,
Claudio.
Mike. I'll say my thought.
I've had the same reaction with flu shots, so I can't say that it's because they're hurrying more or the nature of the injection. But I've had to say anything that's into the muscle rather than intravenous is going to have more of an effect on you. You're going to feel more pain because muscle is filled with nerves. So
yeah, but I mean, I've experienced before that if I watch them and they do it very slow, I tend not to have pain. But if I get it and they push quick because of the expansion inside,
it might be that. Yeah, because it bruises the muscle. Basically, is what what you're feeling is a bruise to the muscle.
Yeah.
So
I guess every person is different. Because mine was really slow. I felt it, And the
Okay.
woman's like, so this is not your first time. She's looking at the paper and then looking at me and smiling. I'm like, get that needle out, like get it out of me, get it. And then when like when they have to take it out, she took it out really quick, and I'm like, and then I felt it, and she goes,
Oh.
oh well, your arm is bleeding. Like, this is a true story, and I'm like, thank God, I'm okay to blood, because or else I'd pass out. But,
Yeah.
I think I showed you guys the picture from when I got
Blood drawn. Yeah.
yeah. That's I know.
Yeah.
that was a good sized bruise.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was a very clumsy person.
Yeah.
Technician who did that.
Exactly.
Really, like, wow, that was gruesome, wasn't it?
Yeah, really was
Yeah.
gruesome.
Yeah.
My Montreal mug.
Mm.
Just, proud of the city. Yeah.
No, sorry,
Proud of
You
everybody
tell.
who lives here.
Well, no, I have
you-
to clear my throat at the same time, so that's why it worked.
You seem like you have something. You seem like I have an objection to that statement there.
No. I'm actually no. I agree with you. It is that other people are not obliging to what's going on now, but we're not going to get into it.
What will we get into today?
Claudio asked about stuff we watched. I sort of went to sleep watching The Colony last night on was it
How many-
Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah, with Ian Glenn.
I think so. I can't
Yeah.
quite remember. I know the actors from the other roles they've played.
Yeah, because people get confused with there's two versions of The Colony. One with Lawrence Fishburne, and the late actor I forgot his name, but it's with Lawrence Fishburne, and then there's this one with Ian Glenn. So people get confused.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there wasn't it The Colony with the Ewan McGregor Logan's Run ripoff, where they were cloning celebrities to basically
The Island.
That was The Island. Okay.
Yeah, that was. You know what? That was actually. Actually, it's funny that you brought that up, because I actually saw that film last week. It was one of Michael Bay's good films, up there with The Rock
Yeah.
and Armageddon.
Well, okay. The if I could say anything about The Colony, was actually an interesting story.
Which one? The one that recently that came out? Because there's three of them. There's even The Colony TV show.
Okay.
Because
It wasn't a it was the 2021 one.
okay, that one. All right.
So who is in it?
All I knew from that is Ian Glenn, who played the Game of Thrones, and Bruce Wayne from the Titans.
Right. Okay. Well, Nora Arnezadar.
Yeah.
I guess I'm
Yeah.
probably pronouncing that wrong. She did a fantastic job. If anything, I'd have to say it was just a little like Children of Men is probably like the best dystopian
Yeah.
film I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I enjoy that film immensely.
Yeah.
Enjoy is probably the wrong
heavy.
word, because it's
Yes.
profoundly.
It was a heavy film.
Yeah.
Very heavy.
Yeah.
They marketed that
Ju-
film wrong, by the way.
Well,
Sorry.
yeah, with Julianne Moore, like being listed as the main co-star, and then
And Michael Caine.
but both of them just getting like maybe 10 minutes of screen time. It feels like. This one here is as sort of dark. It's basically the world's elite had fled Earth, set up a colony on this place, Kepler 203 or something like that. But something on that planet is making them infertile. And so they actually are sending back to check out Earth to see if Earth's environmental crisis is over.
Right.
And in coming back, they realize that they're survivors. And there was a previous mission that they lost contact with. Now, I don't want to give away spoilers, but the palette of the film is just gray.
Yeah.
Like visually, there's some great stuff coming out of the fog, or the fog receding, and you seeing the parts of landscape. But the landscape is just like mud flats.
Right.
There's there's no features really,
Hmm.
no land features, and it's a little monotonous, but it's not visually beautiful, but at the same time, it's visually interesting
Hmm.
to a point. It's just
Okay.
repetitive. If there could have been some flashes of color in there to denote stuff, sort of like in Schindler's List, the girl with the red coat.
Right. Yeah.
So
But
I
that's probably a by design, because I mean essentially, you're going back to a world that's been decimated. There's very there's very little there that like if it's an environmental catastrophe, it's
I
it would it
agree
would
with you
be it would it
completely.
would it would be it would be it would be sort of going against the grain to come back to a lush tropical thing with bright colors and birds with bright feathers and stuff like that, when the the baseline of the thing is we decimated this planet. So it would sort of like go against the grain of the narrative.
I would agree with you completely, except
Mm.
there's these colonists who have come back, like
Right.
this mission that has come back, and as soon as they land on the planet, all their gear goes gray, like everything becomes grimy.
Okay.
So like
Because
if they, yeah, if they have
Yeah.
like a fiat of something that could be like an item,
That
like
was
'cause
bright
there's a
or
couple,
shiny or yeah.
yeah, there's a couple MacGuffin kind of
Yeah.
objects
Yeah.
that are in the film, and if they were like easily spottable at a distance, it could have added a lot of visual
Right.
impact.
Okay.
Not that anything could be seen in the distance with the amount of fog they had in that film.
Right.
So, but it's
So it's
interesting.
almost like the color palette is a character in the narration in a narrative.
But the thing is, it's an interesting character.
Oh, okay.
I'm
but
saying
it
it was a detraction.
Oh, you thought it was okay. Okay.
I'm trying to
You
say that
find
it
it-
was a detraction.
Okay. Okay. So it wasn't supporting the narrative. It was sort of like distracting from it.
Not even distracting. It was just sort of blanding everything out.
Oh, okay.
Blanding? Did I just use blanding? Did I
Yes, you used
bland as
blanding. You used blanding, which is a perfectly, yeah. Even if it doesn't exist, it's a perfectly great word for the design or for the thing that you're trying to describe. Perfect. It's perfect. Blanding it. Yeah.
Yeah. For those people who are oh, and I want to thank people for watching, by the way.
Yes.
Thank you. I see that we have some people. Say hello. Tell us where you're watching from.
Yes.
I just for those of you who are trying to learn English, adding ing to most adjectives can make them a verb.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, that's it. That's our
Yes.
English
We are
language.
wording good.
Yeah,
exactly. We're
we are wording good.
we're
Hey,
wording
Lisa,
good.
how are you doing?
we're wording very gooder.
Gooder. Yes. Goodly.
And I thank you. I'm sorry I didn't give much notice that we were going a half hour later.
Yes.
It just something that accidentally happened.
Yeah, stuff happens.
Stuff happens. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Take a shot. What are you gonna lose? You take a shot.
Yeah. Oh, actually, speaking of films, I saw a new Terrence Malick film. A Hidden Life. It's basically so it's set in Austria during the rise of the Nazi Party.
I've seen the trailer for that.
Yeah, it's
It's like this small village, and this one guy
he
refuses to go.
Yeah, well, no, so he goes, but then he's put in prison because at one point the soldiers have to say, the chant of, and then he refuses. So then he's put in prison. And what's interesting about it is because he encounters different, so he's being tried for execution. So he's talking with different people about it, and you know how Terrence Malick is more visuals and voiceovers. So the cinematography is beautiful. The musical score is beautiful. It just the execution. You're like, all right, that's okay. That's because I've been watching a few other Terrence Malick films, but A Hidden Life is you have to have patience for it. That's all. That's all I gotta say. It's
Okay.
almost 3 hours long, but
Mhm.
you have to be in the mood. Not just all right. You know what? Let's let me turn my brain off. No, it's more than
I
that.
got 3 hours to kill. Let's
Yeah,
try this one.
yeah. It's yeah.
Welcome to the lockdown.
Exactly. It was but you know what? Overall, it was good. It was good because I also saw the Thin Red Line, the New World, the Tree of Life, um, two other films they came out with back to back. He came out with a song to song, and then there was one he did with Ben Affleck. So I'm like, oh, all right, they were, you know, they were okay. But A Hidden Life is just something you if,
The
for
subject matter's heavy.
for yes, it's a heavy subject matter. It was, and again, it was beautifully filmed. It's just
And that village, like in the trailers, just looks so beautiful.
it is a very beautiful village. It is,
It's
and
like
then
it's I don't well it's Austria, so
yeah,
I don't. It's the Alps.
It's
It's
Tyrolia, the Tyrolean Alps. Yeah.
yeah,
the Tyrolean Alps. So
Yeah.
it's the landscape is beautiful.
it
It's a
is.
small village at the
Yeah,
like right at the snow line kind of thing.
yeah,
And
it was beautiful because the first 40 minutes it was just they were just filmed there. The scenes were just there was beautiful. And there was a lot of flashbacks, and then at some point you get nauseous because it's all like close up of just the character walking for 20 minutes, and he goes, "I remember when I was back home." I'm like, "Ah, man, he said this like it was like 40 minutes ago. Jesus, how many times is he gonna say him like in the first 40 minutes?" He goes, "I remember when I was back home." I'm like, "Ah, all right, we're doing this again, Terrence." And then he's walking in the same place. I'm like, man, see, this film has budget cuts, or do you really like that particular beautiful landscape? But it was good. But it's good. I encourage you to see it if you could see it. If you have 3 hours to kill.
yeah, well, I've been killing time with other things as well. I mean,
Yeah.
the doom scroll has become an addiction of mine, which I really need to fix. But I have been watching The Witcher. I'm not fully caught up. I'm just been going through. I've watched the first season. I'm watching the second season now. It's good. I've never played the video game, but I find the story intriguing. But the one thing that I have watched that just this past week, The Expanse, I'm watching it as it comes out. I was completely enthralled by the last episode. Like, I didn't look at my phone at all. I was able to like just watch and engage. And it was at the end of the episode I realized there was no action in this film. There was no action in this episode. It was
Okay.
all characters talking with each other.
Wow. That's
And
yeah. That is like wow.
it was enthralling just to see, these characters that you get to know slowly through the series
Right.
and how they
Shades.
interact.
Shades of Bergman.
Shades of Bergman?
Bergman.
Oh, Bergman. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was an amazing thing to watch. It was a very, very good.
Yeah. Speaking of directors, we lost one on this week. I'm trying to remember his name. Damn. Last Picture Show.
Oh,
Jean-Marc Vallée.
No, not John Brackley. That was 2 weeks ago. This is an American director.
he was. What was it?
God, I'm drawing a blank. He was most well known for Last Picture Show.
Oh, Sidney Poitier.
No.
No.
Okay.
That was
That
yeah,
which is also
another terrible loss, but yeah.
1971, and directed by Peter Bogdanovich.
Peter Bogdanovich. Yeah.
Oh
Bogdanovich.
yes, he was in The Sopranos
Yeah.
as well. He was he played Dr. Melfi, psychiatrist. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. As a film historian, there, Claudio is one of our regular resident film historians. That's a pretty big loss, isn't it?
Yeah.
He was one of the majors.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was. He was. He was. He was. No,
And the last
it's
picture show is
Yes,
Jeff
that's
Bridges.
yeah,
Like,
and it's such a touchstone in the American film. You know,
yeah.
I mean, I remember when I saw that movie, I thought this is going to be a fucking classic.
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Man,
And
it's
Paper Moon was also him.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
also him. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Man.
Did he ever win an Oscar for best director? I don't think so. Some of his movies won best
Yeah,
picture, and
some of
some of
his
his
movies
movies
won.
and some of his actors won best
Yeah,
actor.
but
But
I don't think he
I don't think
wanted
he was ever.
to. No,
I don't think he was ever graced with an Oscar.
no, he wasn't. He was not. He was not graced for
He
an
won a
Oscar.
BAFTA.
Okay.
And he was a nominee for Best Director for Last Picture Show and
Yeah.
Best
Mhm.
Writing for the Last Picture Show.
Yeah, but I don't think he won.
Yeah, but yeah, he won him. He was also nominated for Berlin International Film Festival. He was a winner of the Boston Society of Film Critics
Yeah.
Award. That was 2017.
Hmm.
What was that for? That was for Targets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Khan, he was a nominee.
Mhm.
A nominee for Chicago. Winner at the Denver International Film Festival. Lifetime achievement, though. Directors Guild of America nominee.
Hmm.
The Fantastic Horror Film Festival in San Diego for the film Reborn, which came out in 2018. The Faroe Island Film Festival.
Wow.
That was 1972.
Uh-huh.
And that was for What's Up, Doc? Nominees. Grammy Awards. He won Grammys.
Wow.
Oh, for directing Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Ah.
Running Down a Dream. So,
Hmm.
and yeah. And he also was a nominee for Best Spoken Word Non-Musical Album.
Nice.
Yeah, he wore many hats.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, yeah, and then and The Sopranos, he looked like a Larry David psychiatrist.
Yeah.
I forgot which season he was in, but I think it was in the earlier ones, 2, 3, and I think a bit of 4. I'm not sure, but yeah, no, it was that's how I remembered him, and then I saw a few of his films, and it was good. They were
If
good.
you haven't seen Last Picture Show, see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't super prolific, but he put out really great stuff.
Oh, it was like one a year for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah. Let's just let's move from actor to director. What's it say here? So it was 67, 68, 2 and 68. What? Oh, wow. He didn't use his own name for one of those. Voyage to the Planet of Prehistoric Women.
Wow. I could see how maybe you wouldn't want to be associated with that.
No.
Yeah. Especially since that's sort of like is looking like soft porn.
He actually he had 2 films in 1971. So there was
Yeah.
The Last Picture Show,
Right.
and also directed by John Ford. That's a title of a film.
Yes.
And he
What's
was
Up, Doc? 72. Paper Moon 73. Daisy Miller 74.
Yeah.
Long Last Love 1975. Nickelodeon in 76. Like that's a good solid run of one movie a year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
he was also in the remake of the TV show Get Shorty. Yeah, and then he was in How I Met Your Mother. He played himself.
Mhm.
Then he was in The Simpsons. He played psychologist, and then he was in The Sopranos, as I mentioned.
Right.
And then he was in a TV movie called Rated X. And then I'm just looking at the TV shows he's been in. And then he was in a series called Documentary Now, where he plays himself.
Mhm.
And then there we go. Oh my God, there's a oh yes, there's a Get Shorty TV series. Okay, this is nope. Ugh.
He's got a movie that's in pre-production.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Called
Yeah,
One Lucky Moon.
Yeah, exactly. That was supposed to be also David Chase was supposed to be attached to that project, but I don't know. But I don't know the updates yet because well, ever since Bogovich died, David Chase, I think he was supposed to be producer or executive producer, and that was supposed to be on HBO.
Hmm.
But now they don't know what's gonna happen to it now.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's yeah.
Do we know the cause? Because we still haven't heard the cause from.
I don't think. I think they're just gonna put it out as COVID death or something. Because I don't think they're gonna put it out as an actual
no,
death.
I think, but I'm
Well,
not
no,
sure. I think I read that Bogdanovich had some form of cancer,
Okay.
but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. So
Like Norm was cancer.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was leukemia, I think, right?
One of those. One of those.
Yeah,
no.
it was a blood disorder, blood cancer.
Um,
Yeah.
oh man.
Bob Saget, I haven't heard the cause yet either.
Well,
I think they said something. It was probably a cardiac issue.
yeah. During his sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause apparently he died in his sleep. So
Yeah.
Yeah, something came quickly. So
Yeah. No, actually, there was a picture of him, Rodney Dangerfield, and someone else, and then this person's like, "I'm not taking a picture by this guy who took the picture," because there's even one with the Canadian ones, or Norm Macdonald, Mike,
Mike
Yeah,
McDonald,
the one with
Matt
the-
Billen, and
yeah,
Andrew
and
Albert.
and then they're all then like, no, I'm not.
The
So
one-
I
now,
don't know who I don't know who the fifth person is in that photo. I posted that photo on my
I think-
Facebook.
is that the one with also Robin Williams in it?
no,
Because
not that one.
I saw one. It's Robin Williams, Dangerfield,
and Saget.
Saget, and there's the person who posted it. I'm trying to remember who it is, and John Lovitz. And the person who posted it basically saying like, everybody in this picture has died, and I don't want to be in this picture anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so you know what that means next time, folks. When we get together, we're not taking any pictures together. All right? No. Okay, you know what? No, you stand away. You stand out of the frame.
If we have memories, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. But I remember. Well, I wasn't
exactly.
there because.
Speaking of-
like,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No,
Speaking of what, Mike?
speaking of memories, I in my Facebook memories of the day type of thing, I was just reminded that on January 20th, it will be. Let me think now. It was 2009, so it will be like 13 years since I was in the Paul Ash comedy course graduation show at the Comedy Nest.
Nice.
So there's that.
What was the one caveat that I said with that class? What was the one caveat I gave everyone?
You're all gonna be nothing. You're all gonna be a bunch of losers. Look at you.
I'm sorry, it doesn't spring to my mind, but I'm sure you'll remind me, please.
I can't teach anyone to be funny.
Yes, you can't make anyone.
All I can do is give you the tools so you can best present your
Yeah.
funny on the stage.
Yeah. You said you can't make people funny. You can make people who are funny better. Yeah. And it's a fact. You know, you're funny or you're not, and it's
Yeah, and it sometimes frustrates me when people don't listen to all the advice. Like it comes down to editing, a lot of it.
Of course. You always go into any type of situation where you're trying to learn something with some preconceived notion of what it's going to be, and sometimes sometimes you get it. You're surprised by the fact that, oh, I had this all wrong, and sometimes you don't get it, and you keep on doing what you're doing, and you keep on just struggling.
Struggling.
Yeah.
Welcome to life.
Yes, life is that way. Life is that way. Life is a cruel, cruel teacher.
Still, you're all a bunch of nobodies.
Yes, but experience is experience, and getting out there and getting your nose bloody. That's the best way to learn, because
Absolutely.
you make the mistakes and you learn from your mistakes and then you move on. Yep.
Yeah. True.
So now that we've dissected teaching,
Welcome to Mistakes 101.
yes, mistakes 101. Yes, here we are. 1, 2, 3.
Daryl Purvis.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh man. So yeah, so it's snowing outside again. Lovely. That's lovely. Very lovely.
I have to go to the pharmacy today, which is going to be fun.
You can't get stuff delivered?
No, it depends. If it's for Jean Coutu, they have like a weird delivery time.
Well, we just had some stuff delivered just like half an hour ago.
From Pharmaprix or Jean Coutu?
Jean Coutu.
Oh, okay. No, mine.
Yeah.
It depends probably on where you are.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've never asked for delivery before, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, but
Like, it's just a short walk away from my house.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there. Okay.
yeah, plus like like every time
The
I go
fresh
to my-
air will do you good.
Well, I mean, we're in the city, Mike, and there's cars
Oh,
around us, and there's
that's
pollution.
true.
So
Sorry, I take that back.
no, but every time I go to my Jean Coutu near my area, it's always a comedy show because there's always people who are lost. Because the way so if you go to medication section, there's two sections. There's two sections. You go there for the first one, you're like, all right. So what's your name? What do you need? Okay, just go over there and wait whatever amount of time you have to wait. Then you go there, and then the second cash is go there and pay for what you need, right? But no, every time I go to where I have to need, there's always people who don't follow simple directions, who don't understand what this, and then they're always there, like, yeah, but how come I paid this less expensive? It wasn't expensive last time, and then I'm just there, and then people start arguing with each other. And I'm just sitting there because there's a random chair in them. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I've been waiting half an hour. I could go on for like 30 more minutes and watch these people. Oh my god, people do not understand simple directions, and this is hilarious. And these are the people who live in. I know. I'm gonna stop right there because
We live amongst them.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that. I'm like, we live amongst them, and these people cannot follow simple directions. And then someone, and then I was just standing there, and someone's like, well, it was an older lady. So I'm like, you know what? I didn't see her out of nowhere. I was just waiting for the person in front of me. And this old lady just cuts me. And she goes, "Oh, well, I've been here longer than you." I'm like, "Lady, you know what? If you want to fight because you of this lineup, and you're saying it in a rude tone, you know what? Just go in front of me. I am not gonna lose my patience because you're cutting a line in front of me. I just can't."
I would pay money to watch Claudio beat down some old lady.
I would
over
not.
a prescription.
I would not. I would not condone that behavior.
It's obviously a joke, Paul. Come on.
I don't.
Paul,
And I'm teasing.
Claudio,
I'm doubling down.
Of course, yeah. Claudio, I could picture Claudio like, oh my God, I'm punching the shit out of this old lady.
No, but
And he's mortified at what he's doing, but he's still doing it.
I'm just picturing her wearing hockey gloves and carrying a solid wooden cane.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Actually, this old lady did.
There
have
you go, Sonny. Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, well, this old lady actually did have a wooden cane, and I'm not messing with this today.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if in your pharmacy if they still apply to the rules of like there's arrows, you gotta follow the arrows.
Yeah.
Okay. So look, there was no one in that aisle, and the arrow was reversed. I'm like, no one's gonna come. I'm going there, and this old lady comes out of nowhere, and she goes, "Well, go in there." I'm like, "Where did you come out of?" I didn't see when I walked in, and I turned to get a deodorant. I turned around, she just comes out of nowhere. I'm like, "Oh."
She's a ninja old lady.
This is you live in a ninja retirement community, Claudio. You question how many. I don't want to call it your mom's body count, but how many assassinations has your mother done?
Yes.
Man,
So you don't bring up mothers? Is that look? You're giving me the evil eye?
No. I'm just wondering, like, I guess this pandemic has brought out
And when you fight one of those old ninjas, you have to be careful because they use that finger. They shake that finger at you and they poke you.
No, not this. They have those carry-ons and they wave it in the air. I'm like, man, these old ladies upgraded. And I'm just there. I'm like, man, I saw John Wick. I think John Wick didn't tell me anything about dodging this.
John Wick still hasn't had a scene with hockey gloves in it, so
exactly.
You know, Keanu Reeves is disappointing his Canadian heritage.
Very much, yes.
Especially, it's Canadian heritage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, apparently people were saying the Matrix Resurrection is
less than stellar.
Yeah. Did you see it, by the way?
I have not.
Okay.
I've not seen it, but I've not heard good things about it. Yeah.
Cloud Atlas, I thought was an amazing film.
It was a really brilliant, underrated film. I saw the film when it came out on IMAX. It was
that's the thing. It got panned by a lot of people, and by a lot of people who obviously didn't get it.
Yeah, exactly. It was because the way they advertised that film, and most and you have to admit, most films that are underrated, they're advertised very
very incorrectly.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. For Cloud Atlas, it was the way it was advertised, like from the producers of the Matrix trilogy, from the director of they had like a bunch. Tom Twinkler, who was also a really good underrated director. He also directed the International and produced Children of Men. But they named these bunch of directors like all together with Tom Hanks and Halle Berry, and then when they advertised from Tom Hanks's point of view and Halle Berry's point of view, to like, you know, they were like Tom Hanks and Halle Berry from the people who brought you the studio that brought you the Matrix trilogy, and then like everyone's like, okay, it's a Matrix, it's like a Matrix film, and then you go see it, like it's nothing like that. It was it was a deep
thinker as well. The first Matrix film was a bit of a thinker.
Yeah,
there's philosophy in it.
Yes, the other two were good action films.
Yeah. Okay, we'll give you that.
Okay, we'll give you that.
No, but Cloud Atlas was, and then you had good actors who were portraying different characters. For example, Hugo Weaving. He portrayed those characters very well. He even played a female nurse, and it was done very well.
Yeah. Hugo Weaving is amazing.
He is.
All right. I think that's a subtle example of how a film got mismarketed. I want to mention Cable Guy.
Oh, good Lord!
Yes.
Yeah,
that was a horror film.
That was a gruesome, stalker, psychological, brutal film that was marketed as a comedy. It's like
as a light comedy.
As a light comedy? Light comedy, really? You know, if it would have been a light comedy if Matthew Broderick had killed him like 5 minutes into the movie. That would have been a light comedy.
That would have probably just been another Very Bad Things.
Yeah, so, exactly.
I have mentioned Very Bad Things to you guys before.
Yes.
Yes. Or actually mismarketing films is that film 50-50 with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Seth Rogen. And it was advertised as a comedy of the year, and then I go see it. I'm like, no, it's a dramedy.
Yeah.
And it was produced. I think it was produced by Judd Apatow, or either he was a producer or the executive producer. But it was a very good film, but it got mismarketed. And then actually, you know what? The same thing with Many Saints of Newark. Actually, it got mismarketed. So if that film was not mismarketed, could have shown its true color, but it was mismarketed as a Tony Soprano film. I'm like, no, it's not. You just see, and then a lot of people got confused. Like, well, it's supposed to be a Tony Soprano film. Like, no, there's going to be the next film. Well, besides a TV show, so you're just introduced to this character. The second film, if they're going to make it, that's when you see Tony Soprano the way he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be his rise up, but people thought this film was going to be about him. No, it's not. It was just marketed the wrong way.
Yeah. Well, studios sometimes you got to question their rationale. It's like it's a buddy film. No, it's not. It's like it's this. No, it's not. It's comedy. No, it's not comedy. It's It's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
There was
absolutely.
there was a post Pulp Fiction. There was a host of movies that came out that really
Yes,
sort
that
of pushed
were
a lot of limits.
yeah.
Mhm.
Some of them were very good. Some of them I really enjoyed.
Mhm.
hmm
Like Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 Heads in a Duffel Bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Very Bad Things, I think, falls into that category. It was 98.
Yeah.
Yes.
8 Heads in a Duffel Bag at 98.
No,
No,
Very Bad Things.
very bad things.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, yeah.
And neither one of you have watched that film, right?
I have not
I've
seen it.
I've
No.
seen honestly, I've seen parts. I haven't seen the full film, but on YouTube, I would see parts of it here and there.
Do you want to see the official trailer?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
From the producers who brought you that film, Polygram.
The bride,
You have to pick up the cake.
Don't we have somebody to do that?
Yeah, you.
the groom,
I bet you didn't forget the bachelor party checks.
the best man,
It's 5 guys, $900. The stripper's here. Excellent. This is Tina.
Oh yeah.
Slip. I think she's dead. There are always options.
You left a dead prostitute in the desert.
It's a 105-pound problem. Can't do this. We've already done this. And that worked. It has worked. It is working. What have we done?
What have we done? What did you do?
Have you done this before? I just turned your little pathetic ass in.
I am not canceling this
I
wedding.
don't want you to.
I want to know what happened in Vegas.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened in Vegas.
some very good people
He's gonna take out my minivan!
are doing some very bad things.
We were very, very bad. Here comes the Wahoo.
While you're at it, just get rid of that dog.
Kill the dog.
Christian Slater,
This is a situation that defies judgment.
Cameron Diaz,
This is my day!
Very Bad Things, a Peter Berg film.
That ought to be about the end of that. Yep.
Yeah, Peter Berg. He's not bad as an actor. But it reminds me of a serious film that came out with 2010 or 11. It's basically about the same thing, like these four or five men who are in a high class apartment, and the story is that each of these men, they're loaned these apartments to have affairs away from their wives. So as you can imagine, what they could have. But one of the men had a woman up there, but he doesn't remember what happened because the woman that he's with died. So none of them remember how she died. So they're all trying to figure this out, but trying to keep it away from their wives, and
Right.
while the past comes back to haunt them. And this reminds you of that, but this, like, I saw this film. Now that I remember, I saw this film when I was very young, and I'm like, this is not a comedy.
You should not have seen that.
No,
You should not have seen that when you were very young.
I saw this when I was
Yeah.
19 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm like, this is not but the trailer is like Christian Slater in a comedy.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not. And Cameron Diaz was not the important character in that film. I
No.
guess it was because of advertising, but
Yeah. And right now it's like on YouTube it says Jeremy Piven movie.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
it's,
but
it's
Piven,
it's as much of a comedy as Pulp Fiction.
yeah, Piven has that way of sort of like he doesn't. He's not maybe a major character, but whenever he's in a scene, he dominates it.
Like, for example, in the Entourage,
Yeah.
there's this. I think it was just in the film or the TV or in the TV show. The way because he gets mad at one of the at the characters because they messed up getting an actress, right?
Mhm.
And then just the way he swears at these guys is beautiful. Like this. And it felt so natural, and then
And the one thing I've always seen him in, whenever I've seen him in something, the one thing that I always sort of noticed is that he can be a totally normal, charming person, and then bam, like in a snap, he can turn into this fucking asshole, and he goes ape shit on whatever situation, and then after that is all sort of like said and done, then he reverts back to his character again. It's like, oh yeah, that happened.
well the same thing with Larry David, right?
Yeah, David's got that way.
Like I actually saw a film that he was in with Woody Allen, and it was mismanaged as a Larry David comedy, and we'd be like, no, Larry David is just the voiceover. He's there in certain scenes, but the whole film is not really about him.
Right.
It was a good film, but yeah, everyone was expecting Larry David to be Larry David, but it wasn't.
What can you do, Jerry?
Exactly. What can you do, Jerry?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. So what's everybody got coming up? What's everybody looking forward to here? I'm looking forward to getting out of the house, but
I'm really looking forward to that. Battlecom
Yeah.
at the end of the month has got we got Scott Carter, we got Karen Joy from Ottawa, we've got Jason Hatrick, and no, I'm not blanking. Vivith Kanagratnam.
yeah.
So even like Jason, when he saw the lineup, went, "Whoa, okay, this is going to be a tough fight." So
Yeah, this is Battlecom.
yeah, that's Battlecom.
Yeah. I'm yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And the Love Doctor on Sunday is going to
Nice.
be, of course, good.
I'm on the. I officially joined a wrestling podcast. So every Wednesday night, we're reviewing. It's AEW Rampage. So after that goes live, we go live and we give our reviews. But I'm already. But I've seen the lineup who are fighting today. I'm disappointed, but I'm still gonna try and be as positive.
Could you
as
just
I can.
angle your camera just down a little bit,
Yeah.
Claudio? Just
No, it's there. We go.
yeah. all right.
I don't like it at this angle, but because you
You
see
look good.
my.
You're looking good.
Thank
since you started getting healthier,
Yeah.
you've been looking good.
Thank you, but I mean healthier. I mean I haven't left my house and I've been sitting all day, but it's life.
Yeah, I'm gonna after this show is over, I'm gonna head over my treadmill and do about 30 minutes of walking because I just have to move. I just fucking have to move.
Yeah.
And I can't go outside yet, so I'm just gonna have to move.
You have a snowblower for taking out the snow, or do you shovel?
I do have a snowblower. I also have a snow removal service. So
Okay.
you know,
Okay. I do everything, but I can't take out snow in my garage because it's steep, and I'm like, I'm not gonna pull a John Wick. But
Do you drive, Claudio?
no, I have a license, but I don't drive. I have a
Okay,
I
and
don't
there's
have
no
a
car in
but
the
I have a-
garage.
and there's
Usually people upstairs would park it, but we all agree like the snow is really hectic. Take it out. So
yeah, you have one of those slope down into your subterranean garage thing. Yeah,
I mean, it's
kind
not.
of.
I mean, it's not steep, but
Right, yeah.
this is going up it. I'm like, no, we can't. Like we we don't have a snowblower because the idiot that I am, I'm like, you know what? It's all right. I'll take everything I had, and I'm like, no, I think I regret this decision. But
Yeah.
whatever.
All right. There's so much stuff I should not be saying.
Go ahead. Wait, hold on. About me?
No, not about you. Not about you.
about the situation of snow removal and snow blowers and
Yeah. Actually, my brother-in-law has a constant fight because every time he does his driveway, that's when the plow comes by.
oh, of course,
Yeah.
yes.
Actually, same thing.
And it's like he waits, it doesn't show up, he does it, and then it's like he feels like they have a camera on his house.
Yeah, same.
Oh, good, he's done it.
For
Let's
me-
go
for
and
me-
fill it
for
up
me-
again.
For me, it was tractors that pass on the sidewalk.
Oh, yes.
That's with my major problem, and I'm like, So
Yeah.
what I do is now I leave like a bunch of snow,
Yeah,
So, and
and
then
it's they're gonna get you anyways. Yeah, because I live. My house is on a major, like on it's on a bus route, so that it's a priority that they clear the snow off the road for the bus route. But we also have sidewalks, so they plow the street, and then once that's done, if you go and shovel that out, then they run this damn thing down the sidewalk and they fill it up again. So you go and shovel that out, and then the plows come back to do the final clear up, and you're shoveling the damn stuff again.
Yeah.
It's like, no, this isn't going to end, So
no. Yeah, pretty sure.
DIY
city
local guy
workers-
saying, yeah, pretty sure the city workers wait until driveways are plowed to piss off the taxpayers.
Yes.
You know what? How have you been doing, DIY? Maybe we should have you on one of these
Yes.
next week or so.
next week.
Yes, a special
Send
guest.
me a message.
Yeah.
Send me a message. Join in. Let us know how you're doing.
Yep.
But yeah, and how you're passing the time, especially in this lockdown age.
Which is
Yeah.
never hopeful. I mean,
No.
hopefully it's going to end.
I did see what was it? But we got payback for every one of them that tell them they pay their
Their
salaries.
salaries.
Okay. Yeah.
True.
There is I can't even remember. I was in one of the regions just like up north,
Yeah.
and I went past this little tiny sort of town hall. It had a big sign with an arrow pointing at town hall.
Yeah.
And the tip of it had been broken off by the snowplow. It's like, and I took a picture. It's on my Facebook somewhere. But it's just basically, I felt like that must have happened during the renegotiation of the plow driver's contract.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Oh yeah. Bam. Get those
That's all you
suckers.
get. Wait, hold on. Now my snow plow's not working. God damn it.
Oh no!
And now,
it easily was working. You could see actually where it sort of like went in a little bit to make sure.
Yes. So it was a deliberate move. It wasn't accidental.
Yeah, it was probably late at night, and the guy didn't want to be there. He goes, oh man, I don't want to be here moving snow.
And the sad part of all of this is that now nobody can find the city hall because the tip of the arrow is broken off.
Exactly. God forbid. When it's like, I don't know about you, but if I see a gigantic building, I'm like, and then I'm sure in front of somewhere in the building it says town hall.
Well,
I'm
no.
like,
This was a very small place, and
Okay.
it was like what was left was Terre de Ville.
Okay.
all right. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure it can make.
The hoe was gone.
The hoe is gone. Tell DeVille. This it's the town telephone. It's such a small community. They only have one telephone.
Exactly. One budget cuts. All right, guys. Budget. Get rid of all the phones. Keep one.
Oh my lord, we're going off the rails here. We better wrap this up. I think.
I think you are right. We've been close to an hour at this point.
Yeah.
Claudio, what are you looking forward to in the next week?
As I mentioned, this tonight I'm gonna go live for AEW Wrestling, talking about how disappointed I am gonna be tonight. Even though the wrestling is not on yet, it's gonna be on at 8. I'm gonna be disappointed. But
So you're the heel.
Exactly, I'm the heel. And that's it. How about you two?
Well, I'm not expecting much. I'm hoping to get out of the house like in the next couple of days, but fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
I'm hoping to get out of the house in an hour.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Have a good walk.
Yeah.
Regardless of how short it is, have a good walk.
All right, anything else you're looking forward to, Mike?
Things are
Not
opening.
really. I'm just hoping that everybody who I care about remains safe and sound, which so far so good, and that we all sort of just stick together and muddle through this shit.
Yeah. That was the most depressing pep talk ever. What I hope for is that we muddle through this crap.
You're all a bunch of nobodies.
We're up to our knees and it's pouring into our boots. And
Well,
Life
But you know what? You know what? When you're up to your knees in shit, the important thing is to keep shoveling. Get it out of there.
You know what? And The Expanse, I think the season finale is the next episode. I can't see them wrapping it up in.
Okay, well.
So, it's been great. I want to see more. I think they're actually doing a 6th season. And thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Checking in.
And hopefully next week we'll have a guest or we'll have Don back.
Or both.
Or both.
So Claudio Capri Comedy on Instagram.
Yeah.
I am everything there for Paul Ash, Linktree. For me, that has all the shows. And Mike is so good with
I'm so crazy. If you haven't seen my Instagram, it's because I don't have one.
There we go. Remember, we love you all.
Yes.